top local pros who can get the job done right. Plus, you could see upfront pricing and instantly book hundreds of projects. No phone tag, just the work you need done at a time that works for you. Angie's got your to-do list covered from start to finish. Book your next home project today at Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Your morning starts now. It's the Q102 Jeff and Jen podcast, brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.
Okay, Claire is looking for a second date update with some guy named Joe. How are you, Claire?
Doing all right.
Good. So let's start from the very beginning. How did you meet Joe?
We met on Match.com, actually.
Okay. So are you looking for a relationship or just a hookup? I guess if you're looking for a hookup, you go to Tinder, right?
Well, no, I'm looking for a relationship. Yeah.
Got it.
First off, like I have been on Match.com for a couple of years, just on and off. You know, nothing's really clicked.
Mm-hmm.
There are a ton of guys on there right now, though.
More so than usual, more so than in the past.
That's what I've noticed. So I just don't want anybody worrying about me. Like if this guy says something bad about me or whatever, like I'm fine. There's a lot of other guys to choose from. I'm not really a fragile person or anything. So
what you're saying is you want to do a second date update to find out why this guy is blowing you off, but whatever the reason, you're saying you'll be okay with it.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm bummed, that I haven't heard back from this guy because he's really cool. I had a really, really good time. I felt like we really clicked.
Uh-huh.
But it's,
we don't need to worry about you.
I'm looking for the right person.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, I'll be fine.
That's good. I hope everybody that calls us feels that same way because you just don't ever know.
Yeah, I wish they did.
Yeah.
So tell us about the date. You guys got together and what happened?
We went to dinner. We did like the patio dining thing.
Fun.
Yeah, but it was his first time out in public, so I could tell he was like really uncomfortable. Like I'm an essential worker, so I never went into like a full-on lockdown. I'm used to being around people without masks, all that. So it's not a big deal.
Some people are really freaked out.
Yeah.
Like I get if you have an underlying health condition or whatever, but like
or in contact with people who do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are a lot of seemingly healthy people who are so freaked out that they haven't left their house since the shutdown.
Yeah, and like I said, we were sitting outside. It didn't really seem like a big deal. He seemed like he relaxed after a while.
Mm-hmm.
We were having really great conversations, just talk about work, talk about family, all that kind of, normal stuff. But then we really started digging into some like good in-depth conversation, and that's like my number one. That's my must because I hate small talk.
Right there with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes dating kind of difficult because, that seems to be what dating is. It's just a bunch of small talk.
Surface talk, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, we were there for like an hour and a half and felt like it went good. He walked me to my car. We kind of did a little bumping of elbows thing. That was it. So that was a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I've texted him a couple of times, but I've heard nothing, which it seems weird because, again, I mean, it seemed to go really well. So,
did he make any overtures? Like, did he say, hey, let's do this again sometime?
He didn't say that, but he seemed in good spirits. He seemed to get along with me. So I think, and I have his, number. We've been chatting, so it seemed likely.
You've been chatting since the date?
No, we have not talked since the date, but we had talked,
gotcha.
before actually meeting in person. So, and now, radio silence.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, whatever, dude. Just tell me why.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's just like he lost his phone, or I mean, I hope nothing has happened to him either.
Has that even happened yet on Second Date Update? Have we actually had a bona fide case where somebody legit lost their phone?
I think we did. At least they claimed that was it.
There might have been a really early, when we first started doing Second Date Update, where it was that simple.
Yes, and they were really excited to hear from us because they had no way of getting that person's number back or something.
It was still
that was the story. Yeah, it was fishy.
Okay.
That would be great, because I like to see the best in people, but I'm also not naive. Like, I got to think there's something, and he's not telling me, and I just like to know.
Right.
you know, so that I can improve or I can move on. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, that's fair. Anything else we need to know before we take the break that you think is pertinent?
I think that's it.
Okay, then that's what we'll do. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll call Joe on behalf of Claire and see what he thought of Claire and his date with her. Coming up next, Jeff and Jen, Cincinnati's. All right, Claire is looking for a relationship, and she's getting serious about it. She's back on Match, and she's noticed there's a lot more guys on Match these days. We're thinking maybe because of COVID, people are ready to start getting out there. Anyway, she met Joe. They talked for a while before they got together, did some outdoor patio dining, and it was lovely. Good, substantive conversation. Hung out for about an hour and a half or so, despite his nervousness of being out for the first time. That's kind of hard to believe that, like, this late in the game, that's the first time anybody's gone out and socialized after all these months, really? But there it is. Claire got him out there, and he seemed cool right up until the end when they did the elbow bump. But that was over a week ago. She hasn't heard from him since, and she would like a second date update. And I love Claire. If you're just joining us, Claire did mention, she said, look, whatever it is, I'm fine. I can move on. I just want to know why.
That's right.
So let's call Joe and see what's up.
Hello?
Hi, can we speak to Joe, please?
This is. May I ask who's calling?
Hey, Joe, it's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you this morning?
Jeff and Jen?
Yes, sir. For the radio show on Q102. Say hi, Jen.
Hi, how are you?
We got you on speakerphone. You got a few minutes to talk?
Yeah. I'm nervous, though. I don't, why are you guys, what's going on? Why are you guys calling me?
Well, a friend called us on your behalf, somebody who's kind of a fan, an admirer of yours.
Okay.
You made quite an impression on your friend Claire.
Okay.
We understand you went out and had dinner recently, and I think she's a little disappointed that she hasn't heard from you since then.
So this is one of those, like, second date updates. Okay.
That is exactly what it is. Now, are you intentionally avoiding her, or are you just really busy? Or did you just lose your phone?
No. I haven't called her back because I'm just not ready, if that makes sense.
Not ready.
Or
why?
I'm just not ready to go back out into the world. I've been working from home since the whole thing in March, and I don't go out. I have my groceries delivered. I haven't seen friends. Don't go out. I don't go anywhere.
Now, is this just how you are, or is this a result of the pandemic?
It's totally the pandemic. Like, I used to go out. I'd go to the gym. I would, go to the store, go out with friends, whatever. But since everything started, like, I'm really well aware of all the risks that are out there.
But Joe, let me ask you something. I'm not judging. I'm just trying to understand. We're in October now. A lot of the bars and restaurants have opened up to full capacity. And I'm not saying that the pandemic is over. There could certainly be another wave with colds and flu and everything else. But you sound like a seemingly young and healthy guy. Can I ask, respectfully, do you have any underlying health conditions that you're concerned about?
Honestly, I'm pretty all right, but my parents have issues, and my grandparents have really severe issues. And
do they live with you?
No, they don't. And I don't even, since the whole thing started, I haven't really seen them very much, but I have seen them a couple of times. And so I'm really cognizant and aware of whatever I do could end up impacting them. And I don't know. So, and with the whole Match thing, I was starting to get lonely. And, it's like, all right, I'm going to, like you said, we're almost October, and I'm ready to go out there and just have some sort of contact with anybody.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the second I got out, I was like, I'm not ready. Like, people are, around, really close, talking loud. Like, some were wearing masks, under their nose. Some weren't wearing masks at all. And it just freaked me out, a lot. I don't even, like, I don't know if she picked up on it, but, like,
Oh, she did.
Really, okay.
She did. She said that. She said you seemed really nervous about it, and she did acknowledge that this was the first time you'd been out, so that's not a surprise.
Okay.
We got her on the line. You want to talk to her?
Yeah.
Claire, you want to say hi?
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised at all. I absolutely picked up on your anxiety. I don't think I realized just how deep it was. But yeah, definitely picked up on that.
Joe, I wonder if all that time you've spent shuttered in your home because of the pandemic, if there's something to, like, I wonder if there's something that happens to some people where if they spend enough time in solitude, it's like, yeah, they get lonely, but they almost develop a new social anxiety. What do they call it? Agoraphobia?
Oh, yeah.
Like
I mean, that's definitely,
yeah,
that was definitely my experience after being home and just having so much fear instilled in you because you're just so afraid to go out because you're afraid to get sick because you're afraid you don't want to be on a ventilator. You don't want grandma to be on a ventilator because of something you did. And it just becomes past the point of being healthy. It becomes, a mental illness.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're starting to teeter into that arena where it's interfering with your ability to function.
Do you think that could be in play here at all, Joe, or
do you just feel like you're being uber? What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, I totally can see that because, like, when I never used to have problems in crowds or anything, and I think being cooped up this long, the only people I've come near were my, grocery delivery person and the DoorDash, and like with them, it's even like drop it off at the door, ring the bell, and I'll come and get it, in a bit. So it's like I haven't talked like in person with anybody. It's just me and my dog really are the only two.
So it's definitely a strange feeling to then all of a sudden be around people. I think a lot of people are discovering too that they're actually kind of introverts. I think there are some people that have holed up in their social lives and in their homes, and they've realized they kind of like not being around a bunch of people all the time.
Yeah, and I think we're all so used to, feeling we have to go out and have to be in relationships and have to be around people. And so, like, I still have that desire and want, but there's this huge block now where I'm like, I can't go out. So I want to see people. And so it's definitely, this is one of those things where it's all me, like, this time. She didn't do anything bad. She was awesome. She was funny. It's just, I'm not there yet, I guess.
You're not ready.
I thought I was, but I guess I'm not. I just don't feel safe.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get it, but it makes me sad because, seriously, Joe, you're a fantastic human being. You really are.
That's nice.
I wish you well for sure. And I would just say, don't let the virus keep you from living. You got to remember, you got to live.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. You're great as well, and I'm just really sorry about the circumstances.
Well, if you get to a place in a space where you feel pretty safe getting out there and stirring things up again, I think you should give Claire a call.
You okay with that, Claire?
Yeah, if you find yourself comfortable being out, living again, if I'm not seeing anybody, I'll absolutely take that call.
But don't wait too long, because ladies like Claire, they don't sit on the shelf
That's
long,
right.
Joe.
I like that advice. Guys, I really appreciate everything. And Claire, thanks for doing this. It's made my day. I really appreciate it.
I don't know if we've ever heard that before from somebody who doesn't go out on a second date, that it made his day. Is it just nice to feel wanted?
I'm telling you, I was being honest when I said he's very fantastic. So
yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have each other's numbers, so we'll just leave it at that.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Hey, good luck to you both. Thanks for coming on Second Date Update.
Stay safe.
Thanks.
All right, take it easy. You too. I understand that conflict in his head, though, because I, too, I want to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
I love our home, but I like to get in the car. I like to walk around OTR. I like to dine out, but I've almost become accustomed to having the mask on because it gives me a little bit of anonymity. And when I go to a restaurant, I want a table that's tucked away, that's not visible. So it's like I want to be out, but I don't really want to be social, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
So, anyway.
All right. If you need our help, with a second date update. All you have to do is send us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.
Angie's List is now Angie, A-N-G-I, and caring for your home just got easier. Whether you need help with routine maintenance or a dream remodel, Angie makes it easy to see reviews, compare quotes, and connect with top local pros who can get the job done right. Plus, you could see upfront pricing and instantly book hundreds of projects. No phone tag, just the work you need done at a time that works for you. Angie's got your to-do list covered from start to finish. Book your next home project today at Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.